Greetings, y'all. Oh, looks like Ableton Live did not want to show the screen, so let's see if it does now. Oh. Is this it? Yeah, there it is. Cool, we got it. Record time. What's up, everybody? Yeah, another review today. I got pretty inspired, and when you got a great library, you might as well knock out a track, and so here we are. The library that I'm doing right now is Cinematic Zither, SampleTraxx's, to keep the theme going. And we got a fun track here. We did another horror trailer track, Cockroaches Eat 2. And we made this all happen with this library here. Cinematic Zither, over 2.2 gigabytes of audio inspired by the sounds of horror, thriller movies, featuring 220 sound effects ranging from eerie stingers, bowed effects, drones, reverse out from one zither. Zither has a natural potential to create unnerving panic, and I think that's terrifying tones, but maybe terrific tones. Suspenseful atmospheres and layers of sound can produce horror-filled, shocking effects. Cinematic Zither is ideal in horror, sci-fi, thriller soundtracks to create a sense of urgency and unease in film score or trailer, as well as raw material to any contemporary music production. This is in collaboration between SampleTraxx's and talented sound designer Sebastian Emling. Zither was played with fingers, bow, drumsticks, dice, metal sponge to get all the possible sounds and noise. And then for the recording, they mentioned the microphones used and devices to make the sounds. Here's the features here, categories of the patches, contact. They're using the photosynthesis engine, so just writing out what you got there. And then if you hit this link, you can catch some demos. First library where we are reviewing, where they got some demos there, I believe. This is also not only just for sale on its own, but part of this Arsenal bundle, which I do have this bundle, and we did already get alert reviewed, and all these others will be reviewed too. So Zither here, and then I do have Fanta Flute coming very soon, and Old Broken Piano coming as well. So, and the harmonics also. So yeah, it's a couple more dollars. You get a few of these. So, all right, let's take a peek here at the song. So I'm going to play the song, and then I'll talk about how we used Zither throughout the piece here. So here we are. All right, and that was the track. Let's start top bottom here and get through it. So first thing I did, well, I wouldn't say first thing I did, but the top track has this anti-system low hits, just accents a part here where there was just kind of some open space. Maybe, I don't know, director needed to hit something that was in the frame. And so I added Brahms. We reviewed this earlier today. It looks like I added mostly 2. There's some 1 down here. We'll go over that a little bit. But this first one is just kind of more for building some kind of low, mid riff. It's kind of like a riff. And just kind of sets the tone for that second half. And then we got the kind of a full Brahm there. And I actually added this afterwards. I had some really cool stuff going with the Zither, and I felt like it complements, or the Brahm would complement that really well for like a call and response, and it worked exactly how I wanted it. And big fan of this big end presets here. So track kind of just ends with that and one of the Zither patches, I believe. So a lot of fun just kind of setting that in. And then here's kind of some bread and butter of this library, and a big strength to it are these soundscapes in this ambient patch and the options you get with it. I actually think I might even dive into, or I 100% will start diving into the wave files and making some soundscapes and ambiences of my own, some drones and stuff through these, because they sound really good, like really, really fun. And like even these, I had a blast going through these. Huge part of the library right here. So it's worth its weight in gold. It just sounds so cool. You didn't think the instrument could really do that, but yeah, it does it well. Looks like I was about to use Brahms 1 here, but then I moved to bleed. Just some nice hits. I believe they went with the Brahms here. Just made it a little more Brahmy with the hit and that riff together. We got some Zither hits here, which they sound good too. Nice kind of low, kind of boomish. And again, string instrument. I didn't think that it could sound like this. It's probably the contact mic, just picking up some of that as it was hit. Just sounds really cool. So that was a good part of the kind of like the break. These raw dice patches are real fun. Just kind of articulated or animated a little bit. And so we added one there, and then we added one here. Just kind of some little hit here just to move things along. And then these raw hits, they're cool. You can kind of just add a little kind of musical idea to things. And so I kind of did that with this. It's not the full, there's not really one patch that comes in this library that's fully across your keyboard. So you're not going to be able to like play the instrument per se. But if anything, I think this one kind of gives you a couple keys. There might be a couple other patches that do that too, but this one specifically kind of gives you most to the instrument than the others. And so I was playing with some musical ideas there just for one little moment, and had a lot of fun with that. I will definitely be doing more of that as I write more with it. Some more bleed here. We got just some of those little like Larson stingers just happening kind of throughout this, just accenting certain areas and kind of hitting some of the frequency spectrum that hasn't been hit with the other instruments. It was definitely added later. These stingers are fun. In this library too, you can get some cool sounds with them, that being one of them. Big hits with it too, so you can really hit some spots. This is that idea I was talking about that went with the Brahms. So that call and response, I kind of had this first, and then I put the Brahms in, and they complement each other very well. So you got. So, that was pretty fun. And then again, another like low hit thing here. Again, maybe hitting something that was in the trailer that director wanted to see a sound for or something. And then we got some of these reverses. They go a long way. They're really cool if you want to get a reverse, but still kind of something different, like more of an organic instrument or sound. And then this Brahms whoosh to start off the piece. Kind of goes like that. And I'll open up the contact. Uses our friend here, photosynthesis engine. The filter is mapped to mod wheel, so you could get the cutoff there. I used it a little bit. All your effects, if you wanted to work in here, and then you can also set the velocity, which is good for some of these for sure. And so that should take you through the kind of using the library and what you can do with it. One thing I didn't mention, probably don't really need to too much in this because it doesn't make sense, but if you're following along in these, I'll just leave this here as kind of an Easter egg, but I made a Brahms bus for those two libraries, and in it I have the oven, which is a plugin alliance plugin, and I thought it saturated it pretty tastefully, and then I just got the Kirchhoff EQ helping out a little bit. I'm gonna delete these because I don't need these for this track. All right, cool. And those were my additions. And they'll live kind of in these patches for a while. I'm gonna delete these also to give myself some CPU. All right, so now let's talk about the library overall here. Awesome library. I think it's been one of my favorites that I've been able to review so far, which was surprising to me because I thought it was going to be, oh, here's some zither and like, make it sound kind of, how the instrument sounds, kind of like a dulcimer or something. But it blew me away. It was a lot of fun to work with. I was able to apply it in every aspect of the track. I also say it is one of the libraries that I thought had a lot of range in a way where I think it could work for more than just trailer. I could definitely see myself adding this in like film music, or even in just a song, maybe even like a indie song, just applying some of the background effects or ambiances or whatever else. A lot of application with this library. And if you dive in, as I was mentioning with the WAV files, I think you can actually bring it even further along and personalize it more. So really cool library. I give it 4.5 out of 5. It's just a lot of fun. I think it would be worth every penny, honestly. So yeah. Let's see. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything I wanted to mention with it. I did have some moments where this was also the first library where I did have to go in and do quite a bit of corrective EQ. I wouldn't put that on the library though. It's going to be somewhat personal taste for you and what you're hearing and what you need to do to apply that to your mix. So not going to affect the score at all for me, but I did have to apply a little bit. There was some pretty intense hums and sounds and frequencies that I had to tame on this library. So I think that would have been my only, if I recall, my only quote unquote drawback when I wrote this piece. But otherwise, it was very practical, easy to use, a lot of fun, and it really took the track far. So you're definitely going to see this library in the future reviews and things that I do with this this music. So awesome. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see any other libraries, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going down the SampleTraxx path as I'm building this template, and we'll hit the next library. So, all right, take care.